Right, it's next day. Concrete's gone hard. It's been raining, but that doesn't matter. So it's hard enough to work with, so I'm going to take these braces off. Hopefully they won't spring. Sometimes when you take this off they'll move 5mm. But these are quite neat. As I say, you give them a rub over, but you want a smooth flat face on it, so then water don't get in, freeze, and that's what breaks it up in the future. Just remove the excess off the posts. Easier to do that now. Taking the braces off out here. I'll tidy up the rubbish later when I'm tidying up. But they stayed parallel. I've left these braces on in case anybody bumps it on the way in and out, because if this concrete cracks it won't heal itself, it'll be always cracked. This is what I'm doing inside, fitting this kitchen. And I was supposed to be starting to put these units in, but sparkers have been made a mess at walls, so I've agreed to plaster that up. I'll show you what I do with that later. And customers had to go at plumbing. It's a bit of a mess. It's got a pipe going nowhere there, you see. So I'm going to reduce this back to here. People that fitted this put a drain tap. That's new to me. I'm a joiner, not a plumber. But I don't like all these joints. They'll potentially leak. And I need spurs coming out the wall so I can fit my cabinet over. So like I say, I'm going to strip it back to here. Then I've got to run a pipe around to washing machine, dishwasher, one of them. This is my plumbing kit. You can tell I'm not a plumber, but in there's everything I need. I've stripped this back to bare essentials. I haven't taken this flexi pipe off yet. I might cut that back. That's the hot, and I've got to bring it across here, so I don't think I'll use that, but I haven't taken it off. I decided to leave that one on, just saves me cutting that back and try to solder onto old pipe. So what I've done, you probably can't see it, but I've drawn what I need to do. This is an outside tap. I need to fit a washing machine tap there, but then this is the feed back to the boiler. So I need an outlet for my taps, for my kitchen taps. Outside tap, come back here, feed for the washing machine. That boiler needs feeding, but dishwasher's over here, and we're going to run it on the floor. Can't get behind the cabinets, there's not enough room at the back of the dishwasher to put any pipes, so I'm just going to run it down, and it'll be that sort of position, but at the other side, of course. Well, this unit slides up to there. So what I've done is drawn it on the wall, give me an idea of what I need. Hot on the left, cold on the right. That's because you naturally, right-handed people naturally go for the right-hand tap. Turn the cold on. It's a safety thing. Right, I'm going to start putting the pipes on. I'll put a couple of pipes on, solder joints here and there if I need to, just to hold it all in place. And I bought some pipe with me. Bought a couple of nice lengths. I bought a couple of nice lengths. There's a couple of lengths that were at home. Customer did leave me some, but it's a bit old and manky. You need nice, bright, shiny copper to be able to solder proper. So sometimes it's not worth it using old pipe for the price. This length, 3 metre length's about £7. Might as well just buy a new one, saves you a lot of hassle later. Right, I'm putting clips on the wall. I've put a line around. These corner ones, you're going to be soldering in the corner, so you don't want the plastic to be too close. This is dot and dabbed wall, so there's best part of 40mm before you hit any kind of brickwork. I could just plug to this, but I don't like that. So these are 4x70s. Red plugs, a 6mm bit again. You put the clip on this piece, it clips up to be down. You don't want to be trying to tuck your pipes up underneath, so put it that way up. You can get the clips that, you know, don't have that, but they're not very good, they come loose. Right, same again here. I've used a level, so I've got a nice straight line, centre of that joint. You're going to be soldering again here, so you want to put your clip back here. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room on the corner as well. Right, I'm going to cut this pipe. I've got a few of these that just clip on. Don't like them, I like this one, as it locks on in place. You want a little wheel, on that on your mark. Then this, I can't show you now it's on, but it has a little arrow showing the direction that it should go in. Just turn it till it cuts. I've got one of them scuff pads here. I think where most people go wrong with the soldering is they don't clean this properly, or they burn it with the blowtorch too much when soldering. That can cause problems. So this is old pipe, so it's taking a bit to clean, but once you cleaned it, don't touch it. Now I've got I think it's a Yorkshire fitting. It's got solder already on the inside. Got like a wire brush. Give it a clean inside. Both sides. You don't need to do the outside. Give it a good clean. So both of those are clean now. This is flux. Old manky brush. Put some flux on the end. Plumber probably would just do one. I like to blob a bit inside here as well. Don't do any harm. Push that together. Give it a bit of a turn. Bit of a snug fit that. Now I'll put this in the clips on the wall. Right, there's a washing machine tap going on that end, so I'm ignoring that for the moment. But here, got my line going up, so I can measure across now. I'm going to put an elbow on this corner, so you need to allow for the distance. See, that's your centre line, but you need to cut it back a bit. If that's going there. I need to cut my pipe to there. Put flux on both ends. I have to pull that off a little bit. going to do this one here as well. Right, I'm going to solder these two joints. You need to make sure that you've got all your fittings in, because as you're soldering one it'll melt the solder in the other. Heat rises, but I don't think it makes any difference here. Try and heat up the solder on all 3 points sort of evenly, and then just as you see the solder starting to appear on the edge, just touch it with a bit of solder, and that'll just make up for any loss. When you solder the bottom, capillary action should draw the solder back up into it. And if you want, you can wipe off the excess. Don't keep the blowtorch on it for ages, because you'll see how some of it's gone a bit dark. You'll end up with like tarnish or something inside. Smoke alarms work. I'll do this top one. Right, this joint's cooled down a bit, so I've tightened that up a little bit, just enough so it can move. But inside here is an olive. Looks a bit like that. That slides over the pipe, and then when you tighten that up it crimps around the pipe. When you're tightening it up, you don't want to tighten it too much, otherwise you'll put a little kink in the edge and then it'll leak. I found that the best option is to tighten it up, not too much, just enough, and if it does drip then just give it another little turn until it stops. If you're swinging on it and it's still dripping, then there's something wrong. You have to take it to bits. Change the olive maybe. I'm just fitting these, reusing the old taps. They've got a little arrow on the face there. You want that. That's the flow of water. So put your nut on. Nice olive. Then you want your tap pointing out. While you're tightening this is going to want to spin. So I use a pair of clamps. Just hold that on there. I'll do for now. I might not want the tap at this side, but I can just loosen that, turn it back up. Just put that back on. I'll put one on this side. Right, so to my mind that looks a bit better. There's a isolator valve down there, but that needs a washing machine tap. I haven't got one. Thought there was one here, but I can't find it. I'll buy one. That's washing machine tap there for the washing machine. Just close that. Those are closed, those are closed. That's closed. Tap's on upstairs. So I'll turn that on. see what happens.